Hello, everyone! Can you hear us?
Gotta wait until we get an answer.
Yeah. Hello, Drunk Russian. Hello, Storm. Hello, Crimson. Hello, Fidel. Fidel, YHC stands for your character here. So essentially, if someone had made like a pose or an outfit or something and they say, your character here. Oh, okay. I think just now we are now audible by people. Hello, hello, hello.
There we go.
Oh, I got a screen share with you.
Yeah, that would actually help.
I know, right? Crazy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Screen share is very useful for streams. Because for some reason, whenever, where is the... Gotta keep track of that. There we go. I gotta remember, like, it's a different, server. Cause apparently there's some weird reason, whenever someone's live, there's always a delay.
Hmm. It's
So I'm
called
guessing
latency, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, hello everyone. Golden is with me tonight as my special guest. My boyf.
Yep.
Hi Missy! But
Missy
yes, I
Momo.
saw that someone in the chat asked, what is a your character here? Well, a your character here is essentially like a pose, a type of drawing, an outfit, you know. And then when you see like a little placeholder character in it, and it says your character here, that means your character could be in that pose, that outfit, that thingy. And tonight, I am working on your character here's that you can get now in the description of the stream, where you can get your pony, or, if you're saucy, your foey, holding a knife. Because what is... Look, guys, we're in Pride Month. Happy Pride. Next month is Wrath Month. So you gotta prepare yourselves with knives.
So I can also explain this. What you see on screen is just some random character holding a knife. That's
Why
that's
can't
really
I
the
hear you?
placeholder. You can't hear me?
Hold on, my headphones are acting up. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Oh wait, there's something going on my end.
It's not you. I need to get a new headphone cable.
Okay. Oh, Discord is freezing on my end.
Just keep talking.
Okay. Yeah, Discord is currently freezing on my end. I'm pretty sure at some point Discord might just shut down briefly before I can come back in the call. So I'm trying to keep myself as alive as much as possible, and I can hear myself. Also, I love that somebody named themselves More Than a Feeling with the Boston icon. Huge Boston fan here, so pony murder, fun for the whole
Why is this
family.
acting up like this?
We do apologize for the technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just I think this headphone cable is reaching the end of its life.
No.
Brett, crazy question. Do you have another aux cord in your room?
Aux cord.
I can't hear your answer. Like, here's the thing. I can hear the music. Can't hear Brett. It's not Discord. It is literally my aux cable. Which is so much fun. But yes, you can get your pony or your foey, or in Netro's case, I guess a chibi human, as a little knife carrier for Wrath Month. Shut up. Shut up, Missy. I don't plan for a tech difficulty. Oh, I gotta pull Golden back in. Hi, Brett.
There we go.
Okay, I can hear you a little bit. The aux cable for my headphones is just going. I think
Nuts.
it's just. It's starting to go kaput. I thought I had an extra aux cable somewhere. Are you sure you don't have one? Like a double-ended aux cable?
Okay, when you're saying aux cable, are you talking about the headphone cables?
Yeah, like a headphone
Give
jack.
me just 1 second.
Golden may save the day, guys!
Try these ones.
They're a little bit thin, but maybe they'll work?
Yeah. That was a second pair of cables that I used for, Can that even be unplugged?
It can.
Let me try.
They're just really stuck in there.
Yeah, so normally I have those ones for the interface. Since the other cables I have are they have a bit of an adjustment. All right, maybe I can try.
They're stuck.
All right. Oh shit. Ah. Oh.
Good job, Brett.
Well, I was trying to unplug the.
I know. It's fine.
Let me lights.
How did they get stuck like this? Weirdly, I could still hear things. But yes, point is, folks, you can get these Your Character Here's now in the description of the stream. They're only $15 a pop, and they really help me and support me. So, and they're a fun thing to do. While Brett is doing this.
Shit.
Careful.
Sorry.
These are expensive headphones, Brett.
Now these are stubborn.
But you can see that they're not fully in there. Haha! My teeth!
Okay. Can I be heard? Can I be heard?
We're not done. Daddy isn't done speaking.
Okay, I heard that.
Hello.
Okay, I hear feedback. Yep, there we go.
There's me. Hi. Oh. That was fun.
Yep.
But these work perfectly now. I can't believe that my teeth is what unclenched it.
Ah, that is hilarious. So
Oh, apparently for the stream, it cut off when it said my teeth. But no, to let you guys know, I was able to get the cord out by using my teeth. But yes, everyone, back to normal. Let's just assume that we just started the stream before here, starting soon. Ooh, I can't wait for us to start. Hey guys, welcome to the perfectly running live stream. I'm Chrissy and Golden's here.
Greetings.
And today we are doing Knife Your Character Here's of your furry or your pony, and you can still get them now. I have no limit on the amount you can get. It is nice, fun, stupid things to draw. Shuka, thank you for getting another one. Funny, because you're the first one we're working on tonight with your...
The Oracle Pong over there.
Yeah, and now you have one of your Boif's pony. Perfect. Alright, so we can get started. I need to screen share this to you.
Yep, once again. Hopefully nothing else happens.
I mean, the headphone thing was happening for a little bit.
Yeah.
But, yes, folks, the Your Character Here... I should put text up on screen. The Your Character Here, so you can get them on Ko-fi, and they are only $15 a pop. Where's my little...
Yeah, Shuka, that's just part of, That's just part of a thing that Key puts into her.
Oh yeah, all Ko-Fi donators get canceled.
God, that term has become so overused. And not like just out of the internet because the whole cancel culture crap. Cancel live on stream.
I know, but that's why it's funny.
Yeah. Apparently Discord is acting up again. It's freezing.
Oh, well, I don't know. It's not freezing for me. I hear you just fine.
Well, don't be surprised if I'm out of the call briefly and I have to rejoin back in.
That's fine, that's fine. Yes, I just picked some 8-bit versions of songs. Ordered one for my boyfriend just now. Yay! Oh, that's you, Shuka. Two different names.
Yeah, like she's already got her commission. She's asking one for, I think it was a Snickerman? Yeah, Snickerman.
Alright, so let's just get started.
Yep.
So, yeah, I guess we actually have to talk and entertain now. How are you doing today, Brett?
Doing good. It's the first day of the summer.
I know. Your birthday is the day before summer.
No, it's the second day of summer.
Ah! Little summer baby.
Yeah, the first day of summer begins on the 21st. The first day of autumn, I think, is the 23rd of September. And I think the 21st of December is when winter begins. I'll have to look it up.
Tell me you remember Adia. 23rd of September.
I would play that on full blast.
So do you have any funny stories from work today?
To an extent, I have a laundry list that I don't even know what to pick, but at the same time, I always feel empty-headed on what to pick. It's one of those weird extreme ends. So, as far as work today is, it's just the usual of just like annoying customers who like to bring their own bags and I have to put them on the side and everything. It's a very inconvenient way of bagging groceries compared to, the conventional way of just opening up the bag directly in the center and put everything in. It's slow.
It's so slow it makes Discord act slow. Doc. Golden left me. I'm so sad. Oh, your hair is long, Shuka. Okay. Hi there.
Yeah, I told you it was gonna happen. But, where was I?
Annoying customers, bleep blop, bloop bleep blop.
Yeah, they bring their own bags and have to unwad it, put it on the side and everything. And it's because they don't want to pay an extra 10 cents per bag.
See, here's the thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with bringing your own bags, but at that point, you should move your groceries to the side and pack your own groceries. Like, in Europe, that's what they do. There's like stations that you can take your cart of groceries to and bag them up yourself. Because most people just bring backpacks to pack groceries.
I've actually seen some people bring backpacks before, but yeah, it's annoying because it takes a little while, especially those who shop really big and then they have their own bags, and it gets extremely crowded, and it's just and they're always picky of, no, I want that one in this bag, or I want it in that bag, because some of them are insulated bags and such, which that's fair.
I mean, during the summer, those kind of bags are kind of necessary.
Oh, more than ever, yeah.
You don't want your ice cream melting.
Yeah, like at the same time, there's people in the back waiting in line. So it's like, you're being kind of selfish, taking up so much time because you don't want to pay an extra 10 cents per bag, which, yeah, to an extent, it's annoying that you have to pay extra, but it's because of environmental reasons and everything. But on average, people, like, whenever somebody goes to purchase, make the purchase...
Oh, Missy, thank you for the 15. You have me on Discord. Just DM me the character reference of your good old Maple the Moth. Thank you.
Yeah. So, on average, it ranges for about, 5 to 10 bags, and it mostly would just cost you, an extra $1. I don't think that's gonna gouge your bank, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's also, people who are trying to be conscious of their plastic usage, which I can understand.
I hear people argue that it's supposed to like save the environment and everything, but before bags were even charged, everybody was using bags. So it's like, oh, how convenient. Now you're trying to save the environment to save yourself 10 cents or something.
Well, I mean, like, anyone can, like, change, bud.
I mean, they could change, but it's just a strange coincidence. Like, I'm not gonna completely argue. It's just, I don't know.
Either way.
But yeah, there's like different stories that I remember in the past that I would go off a tangent of. Don't want to take up too much space during your time of interacting with people.
What do you mean taking up my time? You're my only guest tonight.
No, I mean like, because I know that you interact with guests and you talk with people, and I don't want to hog up the spotlight.
I mean, you could just check the chat, because chat, if you have any questions for us, just, you know, use Ask Key or Ask Cosmic or Ask Golden, you know, whatever.
Ramsey the artist said that he can also relate. Or she, I don't know what the...
Just use they. They is always the good default.
Yeah, that's always a good default. Yeah, Ramsey, yes, apparently Ramsey can relate to me in regards to working at a grocery store, bagging service and such. One of the most obnoxious things is that, so, aside from doing bagging, occasionally we're listed at certain points of the day, or times of the day, like at 8 or 9 or 2 or 3, you know, depending, like blah, blah, blah. We're assigned to take care of an hourly sweep or a double hourly sweep where we sweep at the top of the hour and then a half an hour in, we sweep again to make sure the store is clean of any trash, you know, stuff like that, which is understandable. Meanwhile, we also have to manage carts and we have to bring them in. There are times when I'm working on that and it kind of makes it pretty busy right there. I get called up to the front, and everybody else is supposed to be at the front is not there. So I have to cover that, which just makes things more irritating.
I have a grocery store story.
Oh, God.
From the time I worked at a grocery store.
Wait, you worked at a grocery store?
Let me tell you this story. So there I was, 1969.
Okay, yeah, you're making this up.
Shush, I'm telling my story. Let me weave my tale. So it was 1969, and I was the ripe old age of 12. So, you know, the Bee Gees, Michael Jackson, all these things have not existed yet, because it is, as I stated before, 1969. And I'm working at the local King Cullen, the premier grocery store of Long Island, New York. And I am working as a little bag child, because back in 1969, the only people who could handle the macroplastics of the bags were the tiny hands of children, which would lead to child labor laws being formed. But we don't have time for that history lesson. Anyway, so I am packing. Are you enjoying am I painting a good picture for you? But yes,
gas was 45 cents a gallon.
Yes, so there was a person. I feel like I told you the story. What was the name of this guy? What was his name?
Jonathan?
Jonathan, yeah, thank you. Jonathan. There was this man named Jonathan. Good guy, Jonathan, but kind of strange. He only bought milk. Because as Pokey Guy, the other guy that who also worked at this grocery store, but back then he was known as Groovy Guy 742. Because, as I remind you, it was 1969. Because milk was only 45 cents a gallon, he bought so much milk. Until one day, he bought the entire store's worth of milk. And who was there to bag all that milk? Me, at the ripe old age of 12 in 1969. And that's when disaster struck. I packed all of his milk, and he was going to leave the store until the bags broke. Milk everywhere! Because it was 1969, so the milk bottles were not actually plastic, because all those plastics were used in the bags, because it was 1969, so it was all glass bottles, broken glass and milk everywhere. Groovy Guy 742 drowned in the milk that day, and when he got revived, it wasn't until 1998 when he found Pokemon, and that's why he goes by his current name. It was a dark day, and I never worked at a grocery store again.
I love that Prince Crimson is saying to let her cook. On second thought, turn off the stove. So, there is a story I can share. So I was.
I don't think it'll beat mine, but sure.
Oh, were you still continuing yours?
No, that was the end of my story, but you know.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hi, Charlie. Hi, Singing Guy. But please tell your grocery story.
Okay, so one of which was it was a carryout. You know, I'm assisting a customer. It was an old lady. You know, carefully, you know, just walking to the parking lot and you know, putting all the groceries in her SUV. During the crossing, another car comes and almost hits us, and we're both just like annoyed. Like, wow, some people need to learn to drive. And as we're like approaching close to her car, that guy like he parks close too, and she goes to confront him.
Oh, like, yeah, go, Granny, go!
So, like, luckily for her, it was another old man. It was like another senior
citizen. Yay! Elderly fight! Please tell me one of them had a knife.
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
and she was just like,
then this is a boring story.
She just came up to him and just was like, "What is wrong with you? You know, the two of us are coming by. You almost hit us, and like including me when I can barely walk, and you almost hit this young man. You're an idiot!" And I'm just like covering my face, like I don't want any confrontation on this.
Wait, can I? You know,
go ahead.
The funny thing is, I know how that story continues. You only saw part of that story. Do you want me to tell you what happened in the next part of that story?
Okay, what happened in the next part of the story?
The greatest love story of all time.
You wish.
So, this lady, you know, Mary, because every old woman is named Mary, ever. You know, after she, you know, gave this guy a talking to, and you felt super embarrassed because it was like your grandma defending you in school, and you went back in, the guy, embarrassed, emasculated, but also, he felt his heart have a flutter, and that was not just because he probably has a pacemaker in, because he's old. But, like... Sorry, I got distracted by Pokey Guy adding to the 1969 lore. We made our baked beans out of asbestos and bacon. Milk lasted for 2 weeks after you opened it. Our glass made everything sweeter because we used glass decanters. Made out of lead!
Gross.
But yes, you know, the old man, Jonathan.
Yeah.
His heart was aflutter because no one ever stood up to him that way. And then, you know, he went back to Vaughn's another day. You weren't working that day, so you didn't know this part of the story. And, you know, he's going to shop for milk. He doesn't buy as much nowadays because now he's lactose intolerant. That was the karma for the milk accident of 1969.
Yeah.
And as he was reaching for his lactate, he brushed hands. Mary. And at first she was like, "Oh, you again! I should hit you with my purse that has all knives in it!" But then he was like, "You want to go to Olive Garden?" And now they're in love. That's similar to how my grandpa and grandma met.
So what actually happened was I just told the lady, let's just go ahead and just, you know, like take your groceries and put them in the trunk and everything. Like about a few minutes afterwards, he comes to confront me and he said, "I apologize for that. He has like a vision problem, like something with his peripheral vision. So like in my head, I'm thinking to myself, he was also wearing sunglasses. He was wearing shades on top of that. He shouldn't be driving if his peripheral vision is that bad."
I love how you continued on with your actual story after I made the greatest love story of all time.
Yeah, it's kind of like what is it called, Danger Dolan, where a question was asked, like some.
Yes,
science,
I give the truth, and you give the actual answer.
Yeah, those like God, I remember those. Those were funny as hell.
They came back.
Oh, I would have to look that up again.
Yeah, they're. I mean, now it's all Planet Dolan. I don't think he uses Danger Dolan anymore.
Yeah, there were multiple channels involved.
Yeah, but
Dolan.
now they're just on one.
Yeah, so like I do remember because how I found out about Dolan was that he had his own go figure, it was something relating to games. He had his own top 10 list of SNES games, particularly like the hardest ones, and Super Ghouls and Ghosts was on there and such. But then I saw oh, there's something involving what we just talked about, the whole and I'm here to blow your mind with truth. And then we give the other person gives the actual answer.
Yeah.
But
chat, if you can't throw $15 at a commission, throw me $1 and I will weave you a tale. Just give me a prompt and I will make your lives more interesting.
So the channel's now called Super Planet Dolan. Huh.
Yeah, because it's super. Anything is better when you put super in front of it.
What if oxygen on Earth doubled? We'd probably die.
We'd become mouth breathers.
So everybody's an asshole.
Yeah. Oh. Brett, I should tell the chat a story about you.
Oh, God.
And the time that you had the greatest adventure of all time.
Okay.
I mean, you act like you don't know this story. I mean, of course you do. This happened to you. So it was So it was the summer of 1979. Now keep in mind, this is not 1969. This is 1979. That's
the
important.
year.
That's important to the lore.
The year Alien came out.
Yes. You were the ripe, old, geriatric age of 4 years old. So, you were 4 years old, and you were doing what every 4-year-old does, gambling.
Yes.
Your favorite thing to do was to drive to Vegas on your big wheel. And go do the slots. You were known as childish Gamblerino, but not Childish Gambino because that's another person.
Yeah.
Who won't exist for another few years. But you had enough foresight ahead of you to know I'll get overstepped in that title very fast. But yes, you are 4-year-old Brett Thornton person. In Vegas, doing the slots, wiping these casinos clean. Until you saw that one casino, the Circus, was rigging their slot machine.
Oh. Okay.
And you were like, this seems very suspicious. You say as you're eating your Cheerios out of a plastic bag. Oh, so, hold on. Odie Noko. Odie! Thank you for canceling. You are now canceled, Odie. Oh, hold on a second. Just wanting to see that one.
And Princess Crimson also donated.
He does have irises, but you have the honor of picking the color. Thank you, Crimson. Thank you. You all are all canceling yourselves today. Anyways, back to my also, I mean, Crimson, you already tell the chat about the... Okay, I will tell about that after I am done with this story.
Oh boy.
But yes, so here you are, eating your Cheerios from the plastic bag, and Brett, you told me this story a million times. What did you do next?
I'm not good at making up stories along the way.
Come on, you got a yes and, man.
I inspected the slot machine?
Yeah, that was right. You inspected the slot machines, and you saw that they were replacing the money with Chuck E. Cheese tokens. And that's when you realized this went deeper than Las Vegas, Nevada. So you went to your local Chuck E. Cheese.
Ramsey, thank you for donating.
Thank you guys. And you walked into the Chuck E. Cheese, and the head person, at the front of the Chuck E. Cheese was like, "Hello there, little boy. What, is it your birthday today? What would you like to do? How many tokens would you want?" And you took the lollipop out of your mouth that you pretended to be a cigarette because you were cool like that. And you were like, "I want to talk to the mouse. Also, I want 4 tokens for skee ball." And she looked so nervous because no one just talks to the mouse. Especially since he's not a mouse. He's a rat! And so, you played a few rounds of skee ball, you lost one, had a bit of a temper tantrum because you drank way too much soda and took a nap in the ball pit, and then you went to go see the rat. And that is where this story can continue if people donate more!
Apparently Crimson is typing down, according to Golden, I'm a princess. So I have to make my OC an alicorn now. I mean, I don't even know.
I mean, I guess. I've never seen a male alicorn in the show's canon. Maybe they all become princesses.
Maybe. I also want to say, I want to give a shout out to Shuka. Congratulations on getting a job at a school. She's going to be a teacher for, I think it was a kindergarten? Preschool?
Oh, yeah. I know how Shuka got the job. It was the greatest story of all time.
She had to go through great lengths.
Yeah.
But it's also like it's a better school than the other school that she was. Like she wasn't a teacher at that time. I think she was not a substitute. There's a teacher, and then there's like a couple of assistants who are helping out little kids. I don't know what the name of the position was, but infants and toddlers is what Shuka said. But also, like at the previous school, there's something that I used to make a joke about whenever we were in calls. And it's basically this weird, there's this weird not guideline, but a weird policy where they say, like, gather my friends instead of boys and girls. And whenever somebody sneezes, you don't say Gesundheit or bless you, it's you sneezed. Yeah, it was an intern. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, that's horrible. Why would you just tell a kid you sneeze when they sneeze? It's like, you say bless you. That's just common courtesy, but it's also like they don't know that they sneezed? Like, it was just...
No, you know what they should do? They should act like a Teletubby and go, ah! And just completely scar them for life that they think that is the proper response for when someone sneezes. And so, the next time they're at a funeral and someone sneezes, the funniest thing is gonna happen.
Oh, God.
Anyways, yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, Shuka's saying that they're teaching for infants and toddlers and that they were an intern for that. But we all know the truth. Those weren't just any infants and toddlers. Gather round, children, as I expose Shuka's past as teaching the next generation of the X-Men. It was the summer of 1989. It was a hot...
Another 10 years.
Yes, obviously. You think this can happen in 1979? 1979 was too rife with children gambling. Sorry, I just checked the chat seeing people contribute to these stories. I love there was a shout out to where was it? Oh yeah, the Mind of 18 Men saying, "Oh, he was at Circus. I might have seen him. I was busy trying to sneak into the restricted tables."
Hey, more than a feeling, I got that reference you typed there. It was the summer of '69.
But yes, Shuka, at the ripe old age of 47, was down on their luck, needed some extra coin, some extra dosh for, as we know, Ronald Reagan completely replaced the value of the US dollar from gold to Uncrustables, which haven't been invented yet, which was a very bad decision. So, she looked in the classified ads, as someone in 1989 does, and saw an ad to be an assistant, an intern if you would, at a research facility.
Oh.
But it was so weird, because the other research facility ads in these classifieds, because they were just rife with them, would saying, be like, donating blood, makeup testing, willing to grow a tail. But this one just said, good with kids. Little did Shuka know this would cause the adventure of a lifetime. I sound like Grandpa Abe. Oh, that's Snick. Oh, hi, Snick.
Also, I just remembered, didn't George H.W. Bush ran office in 89?
I don't know. That's not important to the lore, Brett.
I'm just pointing that out there.
George Bush is not in this story, Brett. George Bush is not part of Shuka's lore.
That's fair. I mean, while we're at it, why wasn't there any acknowledgement of 9/11 and turning red, Turn on the TV, they hit the Pentagon! They hit the fucking Pentagon!
That's what causes her to turn into a panda. He is now Chris. Okay. Oh, hi, Trevor. But yes, so Shuka sees this ad. It says to be good with kids, which is weird in a research facility, but you know what? It's 1989, man. People are learning things. Captain Planet's on the air. People are learning about how to save the environment and overpopulation. So they go and get the job. Shuka goes by she pronouns too, right?
Yes.
Okay. So she goes to get this job. And she's hired on the spot because they could sense that she just has a good energy with kids. And she goes, and this place is so weird because the top level looks like any other office building, but then you take the elevator, and on that elevator is a man who looks like Christopher Lloyd, but for the sake of not infringing the copyright of the movie Baby Geniuses, we're going to say that it's not Christopher Lloyd. But his name is Listifer Cloyd. She goes down the elevator, and there's all these babies in different, little research cubbies, different, rooms with, those, two-way mirrors. And they look like they're just doing baby things, playing on a little toy keyboard, scribbling on a piece of paper, floating. And then Shuka realized, wait, babies don't float, unless you don't keep attention to them in the bath. This one was floating in the air! And that's when she realized, wait, these aren't babies. They're super babies.
Oh.
And then she quit because they didn't provide dental, and that was the end of the story.
So much build-up, so little of an ending. How underwhelming.
1989. That was the year I started selling bootleg Uncrustables called Non-Crusties out back behind the child pound. $10 for a dozen, 20 cents a piece. I like Pokey Guy.
Yes, Drug, we know that Baby Geniuses was utter
Did I
dog
tell?
shit.
This is actually true. Did I ever tell you that I saw the second Baby Genius movie in theaters, the Super Babies one with John Voight
Oh
in it?
no! Oh no!
And I could say with full confidence, I don't remember a single thing about that movie theater experience besides we went to Burger King beforehand and they had a Polly Pocket toy thing in their BK Kids meal. I got a Polly Pocket, I put it in the popcorn bucket, and I never saw that Polly Pocket again. I was making the Polly Pockets because, I was a child.
I was just gonna say, you remember more of that because Baby Geniuses just went in one ear out the other.
I mean, here's also the thing. I had a DVD of the first Baby Geniuses movie. I don't know when I got that DVD. I don't know how I got that DVD. I did not purchase it, and I know for a fact the people in my house didn't purchase it because none of them liked that movie. My dad was on point saying that was one of the only times he found Dom DeLuise not funny. So it's like, I don't know how it came into our possession. I like to believe that it just kind of apparated into existence because I stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and that's a cosmic punishment. But yes, Shuka, I hope you didn't mind that I shared this piece of lore about your past. I'm just exposing everyone's lore today.
Oh boy.
But, also, yes, so I guess for a true story, Crimson donated for me to talk about the Great Equestrian Bake-Off at Winnie City.
Oh god. Yeah, he mentioned that to me during a Patreon call, and I was like, I would have loved to have seen a picture of this. I'm borderline curious.
So I'm sure it's on Twitter somewhere, but yeah, so, what happened was, my friend Brink, does an event every, the cons that they go to called the Great Equestrian Bake-Off, where they make a quote-unquote cake, which is essentially Rice Krispies. And you're supposed to form them to look like one of the con's mascots, and, you answer trivia questions, and if you answer the trivia question right, your team gets a good ingredient, like frosting, marshmallows, icing, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
If you answer the questions badly, you get bad ingredients, like beans.
Ew.
And so we were doing it, and I thought, okay, for reference, I thought we had to make a 3D cake. No, apparently you could just lie them flat and make them pony-shaped. Did not know that.
Oh,
and
God.
so I made a decapitated head of one of the mascots, and we were nearing the end, and I was like, let's get gross with it. So we had a can of baked beans, and I don't know if anyone's ever seen the end of Evangelion with the head coming out of the ocean. Kind of looked like that. Oh, thank you, Pigginator.
Yep.
But yeah, so it was really funny, but also I started dipping Rice Krispie treats into baked beans. Not bad. I mean, it's essentially like ketchup, right? Because it's like a tomato sauce brine, but yeah, that was fun. Also, it smelled real bad by the end of it.
Oh, jeez.
God cursed your household with baby geniuses for a stolen cookie. Not the worst one to get. I stole a cookie from the jar. God would reach down with a big finger and smash my house apart. Is Pigginator one of your friends, Britt?
Yes, he is.
Hello. I'm also Brett's friend of the girl variety.
Yes, Prince Crimson. We definitely know you. You mentioned it. But
Crimson was also in the front row, which was... Crimson and Red Card were both in the front row, which is a terrible idea. Like, it stunk.
I imagine so.
Yeah, so let's see. Did you make it with a side of Fanta in my system? Fanta in my system. Oh, I think I just need to renew the invite. That's all, Ramsey.
Yeah.
Odie, if you're on your computer, can you do that? At least, like, put a link to the Discord in the chat. I can fix the one in the stream description. And on my, link tree. Oh, came here for the commentary. Well, if you have a furry more than a feeling, I also have... let me just... boop, boop. A furry version of the knife people that you can get for Wrath Month. But yes. We need to go... I need to go back to the true stories, the true meats of the conversations. But, I mean, Brett, how did you feel when you met the rat?
It was intimidating.
I mean, I know you said you can never forget the first words he said to you. What were those first words?
You really want me to answer that?
Yes, what was the first words that Charles Entertainment Cheese said to you? Oh, thank you, Trevor. You're canceled now.
Oh yes, that's right. How would you like to be canceled, little boy? And then I backed down.
And of course you were canceled because, and not canceled. Of course you were confused because the concept of canceled has not happened yet. Because, as we remember, this was 1979.
He did explain in further detail of his context of being canceled, and that is no longer being allowed in Chuck E. Cheese.
And of course, you couldn't live with that because even though you were, like, the best gambler of all the 4-year-olds you knew, you also were a 4-year-old, and if you couldn't pee in the Chuck E. Cheese ball pit, what was the point of living?
Excuse me?
What, you never peed in the Chuck E. Cheese ball pit? But that's a story for another day. But that, ladies, gentlemen, and they, thems, is the story of why Brett never gambled again. The greatest story ever told.
Isn't Deadpool has run its course? A new Jedi Sunset Shimmer cosplay now?
Ooh, that actually sounds cool, though. Yes, there is 8-bit Ghostbusters playing now.
Ah, okay. Apparently I can't hear that.
Well, yeah,
but...
I just have it playing through my desktop audio so you wouldn't hear it.
Alright, that's fair.
I've been having a bunch of 8-bit remixes play during the stream.
Alright.
The one that was playing previous was Never Gonna Give You Up, which was just great.
So, Chad, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. It can help fill in the void of...
Yeah, ask us questions, or, tell me to tell one of your favorite stories about your life, Because I know all your guys' lore. I'm your Aunt Kaz, I know these things.
Since Princess Deadpool is present, he and I still have the most hilarious memory when we were at BabsCon. Because we were in that gaming contest, and one of which we were competing in a versus mode of 007 GoldenEye. And when every player was trying to shoot each other, the controls were absolute dog water. And because of that, everybody's aiming was causing all the character figures to, like, their upper portions were swiveling up and down trying to aim. And everybody in that room was laughing nonstop.
Oh, I mean, I guess you, Brett, can tell us playing Tetris Attack before the stream.
Oh, yeah, before we started streaming, I was just chilling. Because that's where you went to go nap for a bit to, just
get some energy.
Get some energy in you. And as I went to go play Tetris Attack, then you started coming in, and then you were investing, because we fucking love that game. Yeah, see, Deadpool knows what I'm fucking talking about.
I lost to that fish so many times. And then the other two I beat in, like, one try each, which is like, how? Why is the fish the difficult one? He's a fish.
No, like, that's the same kind of
He's
issue
what
I had
evolution forgot.
No, that's what I was having issues with when I was facing the dog. Because, like, there's a lot of different characters in Tetris Attack. It's very Yoshi-based. It's... In Japan, it's called Pendle the Pawn, and it's a bunch of, like, anime girls, but it was just moved to Yoshi for marketing reasons.
An active improvement. Who needs women when you have Yoshi? Am I right, gamers?
Oof.
Up top.
But, he made... The opponent made multiple combinations, because it's, like... It was brutal. Eventually, like, there were times when there's just, like, those big blocks stacking on top of you, and you just completely lose it. And it's like, ah! It's just... The computer player got lucky a couple of times.
Oh, so Snick wants me, Oh, wait, what was this? Hold on. Oh, Shuka wants to know wants me to tell the story of how, her and Snick met. Oh, what a story. The best story... The most interesting story of all time. Okay. Well, I'll tell the audience that if you're allowing me. It was the year 1929.
Now we're in the Great Depression.
No, right before the Great Depression. It's still the Roaring 20s, just the later part. But it was 1929. and Snick and Shuka were the ripe ages of 2.5. You know, well into their lives. And it was also Paris, France.
Mm-hmm.
A little known fact, Shuka is actually French for orca. And Snick is French for Nick. So, you know, they were just two happy 2.5-year-olds in Paris, France in the 1920s. Everyone's doing the Charleston and wearing funny hats. As those were the two main exports of Paris, France in 1929. And so, Shuka's parents and Snick's parents had to go to their jobs at the Eiffel Tower. What were their jobs at the Eiffel Tower? Well, that's a story for another day. But as most parents in the 1920s did with their kids, they made sure their kids had a very enriching activity of stealing wallets from tourists. And that's where their story began. So you have Shuka, the best little ragamuffin in the West. You know, going wee and stealing wallets and stuffing them in her pockets. But they were skirt pockets, because remember, it's the 1920s. Pants weren't invented for women yet. And meanwhile, Snick had a different method of stealing wallets by scraping his knee on the 1920s pavement, which was all made out of glass. And then while he gets tetanus, Snick steals the wallets while adults are trying to seem like good people and help out a little child. But then one day, Shuka and Snick both saw a very mean and a very portly man named Le Jonathan.
Oh my god, I can't remember the name.
Now, Le Jonathan, he didn't care about children. In fact, he said, "Le fuck them kids." So, when Snick scraped his knee and cried in front of Le Jonathan, all he did was just drink his French milk and stare at the crying child. And when Shuka tried to be all cute and do the Charleston in her funny hat, as those were the two main exports of France, Le Jonathan just spat at her with the French milk, which was made by French cows, which instead of going moo moo, they go le moo le moo. Yes, totally real fact. And they were both mad at Le Jonathan. They were like, "What do we do?" And that's when they met. Because they were like, "We need to steal from this mean man. Because that's our jobs as little ragamuffins." And they put a truce, because beforehand, you know, they were competing enemies between the East and the West of the ragamuffins. And so, they both worked together and put on a trench coat and stood on each other's shoulders to become a bigger looking person. So Le Jonathan actually respected them. And then they scraped their knee and started crying. And Le Jonathan went and checked, and then they were like, "Haha, I actually am perfectly fine," and started doing the Charleston. Le Jonathan was like, "This person is so interesting and quirky. I'm going to do the Charleston with him." And the wallet fell out of the pocket. And then they got out of their little trench coat, grabbed the wallet, ran away holding hands, and they've been together ever since. And that's the greatest love story of all time.
The end.
The end. Thank you.
Yeah, the end.
I hope Shuka and Snick appreciate my totally accurate retelling of these events.
Yeah. I'm asking because I'm curious. Are you doing backgrounds for EA Games Cup to Grace?
Oh, we actually have. I'm doing the layouts and the color keys from, but it's actually Colin, the person who made the cards for the current merch drop, who's doing the backgrounds. Hello, Keyframe. Did you know you can identify a cow by the way it moves? Just listen for a moo woo. Shut up. And I know that's Anna Melody.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, yeah.
Mel. Yes, it was 100% accurate. Thank you, thank you.
A story, huh? A story you wish to tell, says Trevor.
That was the greatest story ever told.
Yeah.
I mean, I could tell the story of how Trevor became Princess Deadpool.
Oh, God.
It was the greatest story ever told.
Citizen Kane's got nothing compared to this shit.
Oh, never mind. This is a better story of how Princess Deadpool's cat Storm stopped global warming.
Oh.
Ah, well, let me tell you, because that is the greatest story ever told. Okay, so first we need to. It was the summer of 2009, a year into the housing crisis. Everyone's sad, except for a little cat named Storm. Now, Storm didn't care about the housing crisis, because Storm is a cat and doesn't know the economy. But if Storm knew anything, it was the environment. They were not very fiscally conscious, but environmentally conscious, yes. From all the times that Trevor has fallen asleep watching Captain Planet and the Planeteers, Storm absorbed all that knowledge. But it wasn't just knowledge that was the power. Oh no, nay, because one night while everyone was asleep and Storm was playing with a little cat toy, they saw a light fall from the sky. And they walked outside going meow, meow, meow. And that light landed on the ground. And 5 rings came out. Now, as we know, cats do not really have fingers, but they were perfectly sized as nice little bracelets. So, Storm put their paws in each of the rings and one around its tail, and with their powers combined, Storm became Captain Planet. And with that, Storm flew to Atlanta, Georgia to meet Ted Turner. Because as we know, Ted Turner controls the weather. And Storm went, Mr. Turner, you will turn down the Earth's temperature right now. Except for Ted Turner, that it just sounded like meow, 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 meow.
Oh, so language barrier.
But that was not a problem, because as we know, Ted Turner can speak every language of every animal on the planet, and also Mars. And Ted Turner was like, wow, I didn't think the lessons I taught kids back in the 90s would reach someone, let alone a cat. And with that, Ted Turner turned down the world's thermostat, which is in Atlanta, Georgia. And then global warming was fixed. The end.
The cat, I'm gonna knock shit off my cat. Yeah, that's what a lot of cats like to do.
Captain Planet, they're our hero. Gonna take tuna fish down to 0.
You know, with cats knocking things over, I'm now just remembering again with what was it,
Buster?
Jaden Animation? No, Jaden Animations and her.
Oh,
her
Ari?
pet, just likes to knock everything over. There was like a bowl, like a small thing of like water, and she tells him, "There's water on that thing," and just knocks it over regardless.
And there we go. We got Shuka done.
Yep.
Next one shouldn't take as long. I was stuck for the first few, 20 minutes trying to fix headphones, so.
Yeah.
But I hope you like it, Shuka.
Alright,
Okay, so on to the next one.
And that's probably Snick.
I do have a bit of a queue, so I just need to check.
Ah, okay.
Booming.
Until we knock everything off a flat surface. How many are lined up?
Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 7.
Okay.
And in theory, these are fast to go through. I was just busy weaving very ridiculous tales.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Next one is... trying to get through the pony ones first. Because someone requested one as a human, and I'm willing to do it, but it's going to look fetusy. So...
yeah. It's going to look weird.
But Netro, no, Netro's the human one. Crimson, can you DM me the reference, please, so I can do yours? That's fine, Trevor. The knife ponies are fun because these don't have, like, a slot limit. I just, you know, hop on and off them when I can. Love this art style. Thank you.
Yeah, but also, Bills, that's a mood.
That is a mood. Mood and a half, honestly.
Yeah. I've seen, the silly videos that are, what is it called? The name just left my head. If they're, like, it's a face that's, like, often used for memes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it started with... Wojak! That's what it was.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, there's, like, a couple of Wojak videos that are based off of, like, real-life frustrations. And I think that's, the whole gimmick. It's just, like, it's Wojak reaction to, like, reacting to, like, several encounters that are just impacting...
Oh, okay. Crimson, if you're gonna just send me a reference that I drew, you could have just said, oh, you know, the one you drew, but... but okay, that's fine. Alright, our next one is for Prince Crimson. Or should I say Princess Crimson now? Thank you, Brett. Spare him his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, will you let me go? Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Let me go.
Let me go.
No, 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 no. Mamma mia, let me go. Beelzebub, devil put aside for me. For me. For me. Bow down. Alright. Hey, Brett.
Yes?
Why don't you tell us a story about your old cat, Buster?
So, I did mention before in, like, other streams about, you know, having different pets and such. Buster was, he was a pretty big orange tabby. And, he was very, very communicative. Particularly, like, he would come to us whenever he wanted to go to the garage because maybe he was hungry or maybe there was something else going on. He always found a way to reach us. And,
Hello?
well, yeah, I'm still here. I just suddenly drew a blank. But, yeah, Buster
I mean,
you've
told me so many stories about Buster. I'm sure you could tell the chat some of them.
Yeah. So, yeah, Buster was a cat that, like, most of the time I just found it annoying because he's always come to us for something. Even in the middle of the night. Like, at 2 or 3
I need
in
to
the
remind
morning,
people this cat was orange.
Yeah, an orange tabby. So, he's waking me up and I'm like, Buster, what do you want? And, so I always thought of Buster as just, like, at the time I always thought of Buster as some sort of nuisance compared to, like, other, like, pets like Annie or Charlotte, who we got later on. But I started growing more attached to Buster as he was just, like, he would, let's see. Something that started to draw my attention a little bit more is when he's just chilling on the couch, he's not making any noise, and, yes, Daisy, yes, we met Daisy, but, but Buster was just chilling on a couch, and I'm just sitting down, and I'm just talking to parents. Buster came and licked my hand, saying, I got a kiss and everything. So he shows like a bit of a gratitude towards me. So I started to think a little bit more of Buster. There are times I see that he's, just sleeping somewhere, and he's absolutely like adorable when he's asleep. So I just started to grow attached to him. He would still come to me, and he would make, he would start bitching. And it's like, yeah, okay, let me get you that. Bless you. All of a sudden, I just suddenly lost track.
Okay,
But,
wait. Can you tell a story about Charlotte and Buster?
Oh yeah, when we first had Charlotte, she was a tiny little puppy, and she was very, very active, and she was already teething, is what they would call it. We called it the chews, but basically it was teething. And the first thing she did to Buster, as soon as my brother and I are, she goes right for the tail, and Buster's like, I'm like, yeah, nope, you're not playing with Buster. So I had to keep her away. Because even though I warmed up to Buster, there are times when I admitted that he was a bit of a pain to deal with, because he's always being so demanding of everything. There's like a whole laundry list of like how many times he did that. But at one point, I started to come into his defense because it started to irritate me multiple times. I'm saying, Charlotte, leave Buster alone. Leave him alone. At one point, Charlotte got a little bit hurt. I'm just doing dishes, and then all of a sudden I hear from a distance, like a little bit of a yelp, and I'm like, did you learn something, Charlotte? No, of course not. She still continues, like, being a pain in the ass to Buster. But, from what I was told, Buster grew very tolerant of her, which I'm not exactly sure what to think of. So we could have you dressed up as Snow White.
Guys, stop bullying Crimson. Crimson is a prince, damn it.
I'm not sure how the gray would go well with a lot of yellow when you think about it.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that this is not bullying from a true standpoint, just from an aesthetic one.
But like the weird question is, what's a complementary color with gray?
Blue.
Blue?
Blue and red works good with gray. I mean, that's both colors that work here, so...
So I guess maybe some sort of red dress of some kind. Princess Crimson has...
Stop dressing them in a dress!
Prince Nav...
They don't want it
Naveen for Crimson? I mean, isn't Naveen green? Alright, I think I should stop from there.
Quit while you're ahead, bud.
Yeah.
Anyways, what was I gonna say? Well, I mean, like, you could tell so many stories of Charlotte being a little diva puppy, so why don't you?
I already have, like... Because the thing is,
yes,
I always...
but you're not on my streams often, so these people haven't heard it.
Okay, well, I will say this. There are times when I would just summarize it all, and then I'm just like, oh, well, I don't even know where to go to from there. Sounds like Rudy, our Rottweiler. Rod tolerates him, but Rudy doesn't learn his lesson at all, as you hear when I'm in calls with you. Okay.
Oh, you have a Roddy? Aw. I love Rottweilers.
Yeah. I did used to, our family did used to have a Rottweiler before. He was a little too rowdy to handle, so he was handed to our cousins. He was happy there.
I love Rottweilers, though. There's one on TikTok I love named Sobek, and I love him. He plays D&D.
The bit now, officially an old bit, we can move on. What bit?
Oh, I think we're talking about the dress thing. Anyways.
Yeah.
But no. Tell a baby Charlotte story.
Okay. Oh, this one, I actually got very angry. So, I'm in my room, and multiple times we had to keep a lookout for wherever Charlotte is. Not just because of, climbing up the stairs and then having to be escorted down the stairs, but I could smell when something was off. And we're still trying to potty train her and such.
Because she's a baby.
Yeah. Little did I realize is that as I'm trying to, find out where she landed it, because I smelled it, as soon as I go straight to the bed, there was a piece in the blankets, and I had a whiff of it as soon as I saw it. And I'm having massive gag reflexes. I'm so angry. So I had to use, paper towels to pick up the piece and throw it in the toilet, but also pull out the bed sheets and put every single blanket into the washer. I was angry. And I'm looking at Charlotte, and Charlotte is giving me the most innocent expression possible.
Wagging her little tail, just being like, hello.
Left a little present in my fucking bed.
Your blankets needed to be washed anyway. I just didn't wait to encourage you to. Because I'm just a baby. Look, Charlotte knew when to activate baby mode.
I'm not gonna argue against that.
Lest we forget her not knowing how to go downstairs.
Yeah. At one point, it's like walking into the house, I could smell my pet that swore up to something. It's a universal experience. Let's see, Susan has a dachshund named Peggy, and the definition of ADHD is what defines the Yeah, a lot of dachshunds are very ADHD. They
Fred's
lose
parents
focus.
have a new dachshund, and she's very attention deficit.
Yeah, no, that's literally like almost every other dog with the possible exception of Annie. And even Annie, we're like, hey, ADD Doxy over here. Because my whole life, my family just always went and got one dachshund after another dachshund. It was just, I grew up with dachshunds. And not to mention they had a lot of zoomies.
Yeah.
Even when we take them out for walks, because it's been said that whenever a dog has zoomies, that means the dog has just too much energy, and you got to give them for a walk so that way they can burn off that energy. Peggy's also 7 years old. Yeah, dachshunds can live for a pretty good age.
I mean, didn't Charlotte live to be like 15?
She was about a week or so away from turning 16.
Wow. Impressive.
Yeah. Last year, she lived to be, she was almost 16. And, yeah.
And now we have Princess.
Yeah, so months later, I'm meeting Dad because he was going to take me to a very cool rock festival. And their mom is sitting on a chair as I was brought in. Because, as soon as I come in the house, I just hear, Brad, just come over here for a second. I was like, oh, hi, what's up? And it catches my eye on what she's holding. I'm like, oh, a new member of the family. And it's another chocolate-colored dachshund. Chocolate brown dachshund.
And she has the sweetest little face.
Yeah.
She looks like a stock photo of a dachshund.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Like, she's a near perfect... She
could be a show dog if she wasn't so stupid.
Well, I mean, that could change over time. I mean, she's still learning.
I know, she's still a baby.
Yeah, that does remind me of what gave me such an impression with Charlotte. Charlotte was very smart for a dog. One of which is that, it started to become a thing where in the mornings she was dropped off in my bed because Mom and Dad had to get ready for work, and they're leaving at 5:30 or 6 in the morning. And they come in the room, I'm handed the dog. At times, she's very rowdy, and she's very, in the play mode. And, yeah, very active, and I have to, Charlotte, I'm trying to sleep. But at other times... Go ahead.
I was going to say, my favorite stories you tell is her walking into your room because she wants uppies into the bed, and she's like...
That's what I was getting at, yeah, and, Sorry.
No, I was pushing my chair in. Continue.
Okay, yeah, but because she was brought into my room so many times... It just started to become a routine where in the mornings, I just hear little trotting sounds. There's a little bit of a tile outside, and the bedroom inside is a carpet. So I just hear little tippy-tappies of the little paws, and then I hear just the contact with the car. And then I hear a little bark, and it immediately wakes me up, and I look over, and there she is. And I'm
staring with her big old eyes.
Just knowing very well, uppies.
And sometimes you would be a little dick about it, just being like, no, Charlotte, please, come on, I'm trying to sleep.
And then she whines, and I'm like, okay, fine. Yeah, she knew how to communicate, so that was a sign that she knew how to communicate.
I like
with
that
me.
she would point to the treat cabinet.
Yeah, like that's much later. That was much later in the
She would
years.
lift up her paw and point, being like, "Excuse me, I have existed for more than 30 minutes. I deserve a little reward." Which, you know what? Same. I deserve a little reward for every half hour that I'm alive.
So, one of the other things that I learned about Charlotte being very smart is that, I discovered this when I'm just chilling at the fireplace. It was like almost around Christmas time. She's under a year old, and she brings a ball to me, like she brings it down, and then she rolls it with her nose or her snoot, and I'm like, "Did you just throw the ball at me?" And she started doing that with everybody else, and we're just like, "Wow, did you just seriously roll the ball at me?" She
No one
wants to
taught her
play.
that.
Yeah, nobody taught her that, and it was just impressive that she just somehow found a way to communicate. And I'm like, this is one smart dog.
Yeah, but that came with the byproduct of sometimes she was an asshole.
Yeah, no, her body language and everything, like
She was
very
sassy.
sassy. Yeah, but the thing is, that's what I loved about her. She was communicative, and it's very impressive on how communicative she was.
It was very communicative, like the time Pokey Guy got banned from the state of Minnesota for sneaking into a Pibbs soda factory, spiking the batch with a couple dozen tons of caffeine pills.
Oh, wow.
The story isn't real, but it's funny.
Yeah, in the much later years, Charlotte was becoming more and more of a brat. Like, this is like, it was about like a year or two ago. No, like 2 years ago. Something like that. And Charlotte was becoming very attached to Dad.
She was a daddy's girl.
Yeah, like ever since I moved out of the house, I was the last one to move out. She was becoming very attached to Dad, and at one point, she's trying to like point directly at the cabinet where the doggy treats are. Like she knows exactly where they are, and like she could smell it too. I mean, dogs have a very powerful sense in their nose, but a few times she's just like, "Hey, point this over here." Mom's like, "Charlotte, you just had your lunch."
Or you didn't finish all your food, which was also a thing she often did.
Yeah, and I just hear Dad going, "Char, char."
My favorite thing is that, sometimes Charlotte would act like an old lady dog that can't do anything. Until your dad has food in his work bag, and then we suddenly hear a noise from the couch, and she jumped up on the couch, just started eating food out of the bag. Like a little spring chicken.
There were a few times when Charlotte got in trouble for doing stuff like that. Actually, Dad had his very own bag of beef jerky at his office. He would have it stashed somewhere in his office. Somehow Charlotte found it. She also knew she was in a lot of trouble. So she goes running to Dad, being all happy and everything,
Being
acting
all
all innocent.
cute. Be like,
And when
I
we
love you, Dad. I love you.
But we knew she was in trouble, and it's like, Charlotte, you shouldn't have done that.
What? I'm just a baby.
That's the thing. She was ridiculously smart.
She knew who she could manipulate, because she knows she couldn't manipulate your mother.
And even Dad was like, Charlotte, you shouldn't have done that.
One of my favorite Charlotte moments was, it was Christmas, and it was you, me, you and your family and me there, and we're opening gifts, and I think it was Brian who tried to pull the gift bag open, and then the little ribbon just ricochets off of the present and perfectly onto a sleeping Charlotte's head.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Charlotte is all bundled up in blankets, napping, and she doesn't even wake up. She just has a little present ribbon on her head.
Immediately, we pulled out our phones and took a picture.
It is one of the cutest pictures we have of Charlotte, because she's just sleeping.
Yeah.
And there we go, Crimson. You are completed. Look at you. Look at these little... Look at Wrath. Look out, everyone. I am Crimson, and I... Knife.
Yep.
All they have to do for forgiveness is hit you with just, but I'm just a baby. Well, yes. All they have... I would be such a... I would mommy my dogs so so easily. I would baby them so much. Because all they would have to do is just do, I'm just a baby, and I'll be like, oh, but Brett, they're just babies. The worst part about that is that you know that if it would just end with the dogs realizing they can manipulate me, and then Brett's the bad guy.
Yeah, I would be much more disciplinary. Because the thing is, if you spoil them too much, you get, like, they start controlling you. And there needs to be a balance.
They can do whatever they want. They're just babies.
I mean, yeah, you make their lives happy, but there also has to be a limit.
But they're just babies.
And babies need to learn.
Babies don't need to learn. They don't have a brain. Unless they're the X-Men babies that we established in Shuka's story.
If they didn't have a brain, then how are they even alive?
Jellyfish don't have brains. They're alive.
Hang on a second.
I win!
They do have structures called Rapalia 6 eyes. Okay, well, babies are not jellyfish.
I like that you looked up if jellyfish have brains, just use the defense of, well, babies aren't jellyfish. How do you know that? How do you know that babies aren't jellyfish? Have you been a baby?
We were talking about dogs.
I don't know. Are you a dog doctor? Are you a dog expert? Are you a dog?
Doesn't take a genius to know what we're talking about. I love what Charlie says. Politicians don't have brains. They're still alive.
Exactly. What if dogs are just politicians?
You really want me to answer that?
No.
Yeah. I don't think dogs would have the capacity of being a politician.
Are you calling dogs stupid?
No. You're the one who always says that dogs are stupid.
No. I don't say dogs are stupid. I say that Princess is stupid.
You say that there, like, multiple times when there's an adorable expression, there is not a thought going on in their head.
Yes! Because things that are cute do not think. I should know. I'm adorable and there's not a thought that goes through my mind at any given moment.
The funniest animal oddity is the fact about jellyfish may be outdone by mere existence of...
Platypi. Oh, platypuses.
Oh, in that case, who would you consider a politician? I don't think we need to
mama!
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna end it there.
I'm sorry, I like yo mama jokes.
I still love that skip from Robot Chicken. It was the Star Wars Robot Chicken. And like, my brother and I loved watching that one so many times. It's based on Return of the Jedi.
Oh, is it Luke the part? Like, is it who's they? What's an aluminum falcon?
No, like, there's one where Luke is like, your overconfidence is your weakness. Your faith in your friends is yours. Have no faith in your mama. What was that? I said, your mama's so fat. Jabba the Hutt said, damn!
I love the Robot Chicken Star Wars specials.
Oh, yeah, no, the skits they had were so creative.
Every skit with Palpatine is the funniest skit to me. I love Seth MacFarlane's Palpatine so much. Stormtrooper, Stormtrooper, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, I'm seeing that duffel bag all the time. Stupid duffel bag, it's like it's mocking me. Fuck you, duffel bag. Well, I'm gonna have all the other people executed for that.
Oh, great. A great view into absolute nothingness. Or one of my favorites, which is he's crying.
Oh, that whole segment was just priceless. It's like, what? What do you mean they blew up the Death Star? Oh, who's they? What the hell's an aluminum falcon? Wait a second, you've been flying around for 2 weeks trying to get a signal? Oh God, you must stink.
Like burnt bacon.
Yeah, leathery burnt bacon.
Oh, you know, get coleslaw. I'm not gonna eat it.
Oh yeah. Wait, what? Oh, cherry coke. Yeah, Mike. Sorry about that.
Oh, he's crying. I love you
It's like,
too.
that thing wasn't fully paid off yet. Do you have any idea what this is gonna do to my credit? Oh, hang on, I've got another call.
It's just so good.
Yeah.
Feet wrapped in leathery burnt bacon. Yeah, that's the line.
Yeah.
I also
just-
love any of the Boba Fett segments because they make Boba Fett such a annoying person.
He's such an arrogant piece of
Lightning!
shit. Back from the dead, assholes.
I wanted Boba Fett to just be that. Like, we don't have enough comedy. Like, Star Wars comedy. I miss when Star Wars was stupid.
So, do you miss the Ewoks?
Yes.
I
I miss the Ewoks. I miss the dance parties with Jabba. I miss the Star Wars epic dance battles at Disney World. Have you ever seen those videos?
Probably not.
Okay, guys, we're gonna take a quick break from drawing so I could show everyone these videos.
Oh, Christ. We're gonna get a crash course.
Yeah, give me one
Bubba's got
second.
himself a lightsaber now. Ho, ho, ho! Make it two! All red and blue! Put them together, what does that make? Purple rain!
You know how much I love that the whole concept of the dilithium crystals and the colors of the lightsabers is just because Samuel Jackson wanted a purple lightsaber because he thought it'd be cool?
I think so.
It's just so funny that, like, the dumbest thing can be, like, the, you know, the thing that causes, irreversible changes to Star Wars lore.
I mean, I think there's a bit of a metaphor behind that. I mean, obviously there's, you know, the story of Samuel L. Jackson wanted his lightsaber to be purple. But you know that when it comes to the light and the dark side, is that there's either blue, green, or it's red for dark side. Like, blue and red is like good and evil. Purple is a combination of the two, and to an extent, Mace Windu was like somewhat of an in-between.
Oh, there it is, the hyperspace hoopla. Okay, let me change the screen share for you to be...
Oh, dear God.
this. Let me turn off that. Oh. There it is. Let me change that. Do you see the hyperspace hoopla?
I see the stage.
Okay, so let me change the viewer thing to be...
Blue's for Padawan, green is for Knights, purple is for Sam Jackson because he wanted purple. Yeah, yeah, it's like an in-betweener because he like.
There we go. All right, chat, prepare. I'm gonna still draw while this is going on, but I need people to witness one of my favorite pieces of Star Wars media, which is the hyperspace hoopla. So these would happen at Disney World Hollywood Studios for years.
It's time once again for Sneakin' Oopla's Hyperspace Hoopla.
Hold on, let me just fast forward to a dance battle. So they would always have these hosts that are hosting the hoopla. Oh, there we go, let's get started. Oh, hi, Nyan. We're drawing, but now I'm taking a detour so I could show people the hyperspace hoopla. Yeah, there's the Cantina boys. Look at them go. How you doing? How you doing, Star Wars? Look at him jive. Look at him look at him breaking him down silly style. Oh yeah, look at those kicks. And then it goes a little bit more crazy. Come on, where is it? Where is it? I'm trying to find the moment. Oh yeah, there's Darth Vader! Oh wait, no, it's Palpatine! You want to see Palpatine dance?
Yep, there's Darth Sidious.
If it isn't Snig and Oopla and the little hyperspace hoopla.
I love that they couldn't get these people lav mics, that they have to hold these dynamic ones.
I thought lending you the money for a new stage would lead to something different, but it seems
They have a story.
same old pathetic nonsense. You will pay the price for your lack of vision.
Sneak! What? You told me you didn't borrow the money from anyone bad!
I didn't. I borrowed it from a guy named E. Palpatine.
E. Palpatine! Emperor Palpatine!
It's so stupid! E. Palpatine.
I can feel the brain cells in my head rotting watching this.
No, wait, you gotta wait till Palpatine starts dancing.
Is he gonna like break dance or something?
Passing moment, you make yourself more my servant.
Wait. Yep, there he is. Okay, okay, let's skip the lore. I need to do a whole stream because they did these for years and each one had a different story. I should do a
How
whole
much are you
stream.
willing to bet that this was all improvised?
Oh, no, obviously not. They have to choreograph and stuff.
Put your hands together and welcome to the stage, all the way from the evil Galactic Empire, group number 1.
Here comes Palpatine!
Oh god.
And remember, this is 2011.
Back in black?
Look at Look at him go! Yeah! Bust it down silly style, Palpatine!
That song was played so many times on the radio and like all over media. It's just like, I just hope you don't get like taken down or anything like that.
It's fine. I've done. Oh, here comes Boba Fett!
Hi, Boba Fett.
Hey, Greedo!
Oh, and there's. And I see Django.
Oh, wait. And here comes Darth Maul! Yeah!
Okay, that is legit impressive, swinging all that around. It's only a glue, though.
Yeah! Bust it down! Go, Darth Maul! Go, Darth Maul! Go! Go, white boy! Go, white boy!
What's with the bang?
Explosives. But then we need to get to Team 2. Who can defeat the bad guys?
Get up!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the Rebel Alliance, let's give it up for group number 2.
And now they're playing Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses. And there go the, I forgot what those are called.
They're the Cantina Band.
Cantina, yeah. Like, the name of that location on Tatooine always leaves my head for some reason.
Well, I mean...
Oh, no. What Mos Eisley? Mos Eisley in the bar is called
Ah!
Cantina. Hi, Chewie.
Woo! Yeah, break it down! And he's got a bandana on and sunglasses! He got those
Yeah.
Ray-Bans! Listen to the ladies screaming for Chewbacca.
Yeah. Who'd have thought that Welcome to the Jungle would be something you would dance to?
look, an Ewok is Slash!
I did not expect that. At least they're given, like... the Jawas, and they're playing percussions that are, the helmets of the Stormtroopers. I mean, I will, like, at least they're giving an Ewoks, like, a good spotlight, because they're often hated on.
This is the most amazing fucking thing. Oh, we're not even at the best one yet.
Oh my god, and they're just...
Is it the good guy?
Boo! Oh, here comes Palpatine again. Here comes Raisin Man.
They're not finished yet. They have one more act.
Oh, now they're playing Enter Sandman by Metallica.
Well, I don't think they care.
Who let the Tuskens out?
Oh crap, Discord is freezing on me again.
Okay, hold on. Wait, tell me when you're back.
It's gonna take a bit. You'll probably know once like I'm out of the call. And it's an unpredictable one.
Of this fully armed and operational.
This is so amazing. Hold on, I'm waiting to see. Here, let me kick you from the call and then bring you back in.
Actually, hang on.
Yeah?
Go ahead and just use Task Manager. That should get it done faster.
Okay. 1 second, folks. We will get to the main course in one moment. I don't want Brett to miss Darth Vader. Hello, Brett.
Alright.
Are you ready for Darth Vader?
Alright, let's see it.
Oh.
In 2026.
Thank you,
What?
Duck. Oh, Duck donated $5 saying Fortnite festivals in 2026.
Of this fully armed and operational dance team.
Please tell me Jar Jar's about to hop on stage. Kinda.
Oh god. That's horrible.
Yeah, look at him go. He's got confidence.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
And it rocks. Look at him go.
I mean, I guess it kind of fits for Darth Vader. Enter Night. And there's Leia getting captured. Join me, Luke, and together we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
And then you get the hot assassin ladies.
Yeah.
Tonight. I wonder, what year did Gangnam Style come out? 2012?
Something like that, yeah.
There is one of these that has them doing Gangnam Style.
Oh, God.
Yes, that was incredible. That was awesome. That was my favorite so far. A perfect 10. Woo! Give it right here. Right here. Right, okay.
Come on. They do more dancing. Well, I don't want the new characters.
Oh,
look,
we ain't
it's
gonna
so-
take it by the Twisted Sister.
Just Darth Vader standing there.
Already at Disney World.
So we will rock you by Queen.
Well, me too.
What did he say, Oopla?
He said, baby, I like it.
Baby, I
There we go. Here's some 2011 music. Look at Jar Jar bust. Not Jar Jar. Look at Chewie busted
Chewbacca.
down. Chrissy, Metallica Sandman is in the item shop. We could recreate Vader's thing. Oh my god, we can.
Oh, Christ.
This is the best part, where they just do a mashup of different 2011 songs.
Oh, it's one of those henchmen at Jabba's palace.
Look at him go!
All right, Princess
Have
Deadpool,
fun,
you-
man. Padme.
Oh, crap, it's freezing up again.
Oh, you're missing Darth Vader look at other girls while Padme's on stage.
Yeah, you'll have to pause it for a second.
Oh my god, I paused it on a frame that makes it look like Padme's about to give sloppy toppy to Vader.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. Okay, so for some reason, I've got the task manager up, and it's like Discord is not even appearing. Discord has been very wonky today.
huh.
Oh,
weird.
there it is. All right, give me a second.
Alright. Don't you guys love this frame of Padme? The outfit not look right? Their outfits did get better. I think this was the first hyperspace hoopla they did.
We're not done. We're not done. Daddy isn't done speaking.
Sorry, that's
What?
my entering noise. But yes, let me just do my screen share again for you, and you could see
So, I think it's...
the frame I had to stare at.
Oh.
It does
That's-
look like something's about to be happening.
So, I think it's because of the video footage on the Discord, it's becoming a little too much. That's my guess.
Do you
Like,
have
this
any
is
other
supposed to be-
programs running right now?
I got Sony Vegas up. Let me go ahead and close that.
I mean, that could explain it.
Alright, so I close that.
Oh yeah, busted down, Vader! Vader busting down the CeeLo Green. It was not on my bingo card. If Natalie Portman actually appeared in one of these, oh, wouldn't it?
Oh god, they chose that song?
Who are these
Oh, the bounty
assassins?
hunter.
Are they from the
Yeah.
prequels?
Yeah, well, the one on the right is when she tried to assassinate Padme. And then she got shot with some kind of poisonous dart that like degraded her skin or something like that.
Hmm. Oh god, that's how you know this is from 2011.
The hair swinging.
No, that song. I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth.
And there's the Shaka again.
Ahsoka. Get it right.
Okay.
Respect my favorite Jedi. It's not the worst Ahsoka part costume I've ever seen, but like,
It could have been better.
I don't know why they gave her a 5 head. Oh, Luke!
Hi, Luke. This is a little awkward. I-
No! I'm sorry. I hope the people in the audience heard the guy in the audience shout, "No!" I gotta go back to that.
We gotta hear that again.
It's so emotional.
That is so priceless.
Oh, the handshake. We gonna light it up like it's dynamite.
Oh, the chat says they heard it. Oh!
Yeah, pyrotechnics. Yeah, because that's the reason. They used to do Star Wars weekends at Disney World back in the day. This was before Disney, like, owned Star Wars. But, you know, they had Star Tours for a while.
That's right. Say your goodbyes. It's time to move along.
But we moved and you still found us.
If you ever do a Have You Heard About with Derek, this is one you should force him to do. How would he do it? This is copyright infringement central.
Yeah, it is filled with so
I would
much
definitely do a
copyright stuff.
stream with him watching these, though.
Make the rules. We just enforce them.
That's right. Wrap it up and move along.
All right, well,
Oh, there's a moment with C-3PO coming up.
thinking Oofla's hyperspace.
Discord's
they're
freezing again.
Jesus Christ.
I know, I'm sorry.
Do you just want to come into my room and watch this then?
You know what? I might as well just do that briefly until the video's over. Because, like, Discord is just being a real prick.
So what is this? Oh, so this is the hyperspace hoopla, Blue Griffin. This was something they would do during the Star Wars weekends in the, at Disney World back in the day. Just make covers with kazoos. Alright, I turned the volume up on my headphones, so you should be able to hear it. Chat, you may hear some reverb of the music, but whatever. Let them dance.
The Cantina guys again.
This guy's busting it down on the right. And here goes, and even the stormtroopers get to do a little dance. Oh my god, look! Oh, and here comes C-3PO and
R2-D2.
R2-D2. Come on, go C-3PO! Bust him down! Yeah!
This is a missed opportunity. They should have played
Mr.
Mr. Roboto.
Look at him go! Yeah!
I love that he's working with the limitations in that movement.
I mean, look at R2-D2. He's really busting it down.
He's just whipping back and forth.
Oh, but yeah, I love these. Later, I gotta show you the ones from the other years.
Oh, God.
But hold on. Let me see if I can find the one from 2012, 2013, so I could see the one that has Gangnam Style in it. I just need to show Gangnam Style. Come on, Gangnam Style. Where are you, Gangnam Style?
Good luck.
Oh, oh no, did this part get muted?
Yeah.
Oh! I heard Gangnam Style! Hold on! Ooh.
I see Padme.
Yeah! Bikini Leia Gangnam Style!
Oh my god! So I see Padme, Leia, and Ahsoka. Oh, here. God, look at Darth Maul!
Yeah, the 2013 one has some of the best dancing. I think that was also the last year they did it.
I guess they wanted to go out with a bang.
But it was It was such a fun thing that they did. I wish they kept it. Anyways, at least now I can screen share back to the drawing, because at least the drawing didn't seem to destroy your Discord.
Yeah.
Chat, if you guys want us to do a little stream watching these, let me know. I would love to. But okay, let's get the window back onto this. Is this as zoomed in as I thought it was? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then... I'm sad that you don't have an entering noise, Brett.
Eh.
It's okay, I have one for you. I think this one would be a good one.
Oh, God. What the fuck?
Or maybe this one?
Homer!
Why that one?
Or this one?
I leveled up on Fortnite this weekend.
These are all sounds that I just have available to me at all times.
Apparently Tay knows Zilla, I think the name was, wanted a Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar may be in one of them. I don't know.
What the hell was that? That was just noise.
No, it was aggressive shitting. Get it right.
You didn't switch back to the drawing page, did you?
Not yet. Not yet. Okay, now I'll switch back. I'm sorry, I thought farts make you laugh.
Hey, I gotta look this up.
What? Aggressive shitting?
No. Discord keeps freezing.
That yippee wasn't towards your Discord
An
freezing.
outdated app version?
Oh, I mean, I guess you can check if Discord needs to be updated.
Well, I'll take a look.
Okay, back to the 8-bit music.
Yeah.
Help you commit several funnies. There's something so foreboding about you using the term commit when it comes to funnies. That last one sounded like Patrick Warburton. It was from Family Guy. Family Guy mentions Fortnite a lot. Welcome back.
So, maybe I need to empty out,
Your
the
cache.
Discord cache.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's always a good thing to do. It's like turning it on and off again.
So how do I do that?
I don't know.
I don't think I've done that before.
Well, you know what? You have a great tool. It's called Oogle. Ah, Jesus, it is hot in my room right now.
Wait, what?
What?
Open the search menu through Discord folder and cache? Okay, so I have to do that, huh?
Guys, Brett's trying to kill me. With heat.
Not that search. Oh wait, that's there we go. App data. Here, delete the following folders: cache, code cache, and CPU cache. Alright. I'm gonna have the BRB just one more time.
Alright, just leave me alone then. It's okay. Well, Chad, I'm all alone. No one here to talk about hyperspace hoopla with me. But I have you, Chad. Who do you think won hyperspace hoopla? And do you think I should talk about it on DA radio tomorrow? I think I should. Because you're very overstimulated. You could have turned off the stream. Like, you know your own limits. Sadness, oppression. Oh, it's okay. Greeno won first. I will say, I do have a stream planned. Well, that's what happens, Snick. No, to tell you guys about a stream plan I have, me and Derek are planning to stream. If you guys know those old SpongeBob... I will talk about Hyperspace Hoopla on DA Radio. I don't think I could show footage from it, unless I show footage and play DA game songs on top of it. Me and Derek are, if you remember those old SpongeBob point and click, like, Employee of the Snick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I assumed your character design was gray. This song being an 8-bit. So currently, sorry from Justin Bieber, the one that's like, is it too late now to say sorry?
Which I say, yeah.
Is playing, and like, the thing is that I remember someone making a version of that with the sound bites from Undertale. And so all I hear if I hear an 8-bit version of the song is the Undertale version. I don't hate Justin Bieber. Like, I'm not a fan of their stuff, but, you know, that poor kid, he was mistreated so badly growing up. Like, everyone took advantage of that poor kid. Also, I saw some interview clips, like, people were so creepy to him when he was just, like, 16 and 17, and, like, this is really weird. This is a child. Like, you had, like, grown women hosts, like, thirsting over him, and I was like, this is a kid! Like, success doesn't suddenly change your age. But, you know, I'm hoping he's finding peace now. I heard he's having a kid. But yeah, you know. I always wish for the best with people, like... Hello.
Just suddenly crashed.
Well... Anyways, you know, I just hope that Bieber is finding his peace and healing. He deserves it. Like any kid star.
I love the comparison that Charlie says, just like disliking Nickelback. Like, I remember that Nickelback got so much hatred over the years.
I mean, I'm not a Nickelback fan, but I do find people who make hating Nickelback a personality trait to be insufferable.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, I'm sorry, no one can say that they haven't jammed out to Rockstar. Like, like, look, there's at least one Nickelback song that everyone fucks with.
Look at this graph. I saw recently, Chad Kroger, the frontman, gave a reaction to the whole meme of look at this graph. He finds it funny.
I mean, I feel like you have to get a sense of humor after a certain point with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Life is better laughing through it than crying.
Yeah. Something, you know, I'm not even gonna go off a tangent of. But
I know you're talking about me. I know. I cry a lot. It's okay. Everyone knows.
I was gonna mention Linkara.
Oh, Linkara. Look, every time I've met Linkara, he seems like a very sweet man.
But anyway, so Burned to the Ground is good stuff. Burned to the Ground's okay. No, like over the years, like where I stand on Nickelback is that it's not so much as the music, but Chad had some problems, and he did stupidly
like personal life things.
To an extent, like
and
some of the
you go,
like
Snick, you now have a knife. Go commit crime.
he had a bit of an ego, and he stupidly picked the wrong fights. Like years ago, he said some things about Corey Taylor, who aside from Slipknot, he also ran Stone Sour, and he called the band Nickelback Light. And Corey just came back hardcore saying, Stone Sour's been around longer than you, and they also won Grammys compared to you. Wrap yourself up in a Hello Kitty pillow and shut up.
It has Nickelback ever won a Grammy?
Not that I know of.
Huh.
They're just a huge like band that's like played on the radio a lot. I know that there was a scene from Deadpool where he went off a tangent explaining the success of Nickelback, but it was a big laundry list. So that could be taken with a pinch of salt. The other of which, some of his songwriting can be problematic. Like, in the album Dark Horse, there's at least 2 songs that, if they were released today, he would have been lashed at so hard. One of which called Something in Your Mouth, and the other one called SCX.
That spells the sex word.
Yeah, his lyrics in that album were very, very perverted. It's just like, dude, you're lucky that album didn't come out these days compared to, like, 2008. But he also he had some attitude problems. He had a bit of an ego. Like, the other band members, they were fine, but Chad had he had a bit of an ego boost over the years. And I think that's what some, rock stars will have because they have a huge success. It really all depends on what their circumstances are.
Yeah, I suppose. But,
Oh, I see a kitty.
yeah, we're gonna be doing Odie's next.
Okay.
The first furry one.
Okay, Ramsey said that Nickelback were nominated 6 times for a Grammy, but never won.
Okay, I found it weird. I was like, I'm sure they had to be nominated, like, once. Like, it would be weird to hear, because they are, like, by all accounts, very successful.
Yeah, no, they made, like, the band made so much money off of their music. Like, they're, like, but they're also, it's the other thing where they're just, like, absolute mainstream rock music that some people just look down on to some extent, and it gets kind of annoying when you hear that kind of complaint. For example, stepping outside of Nickelback, I mentioned that I like the band Avenged Sevenfold. Like, the band has much more respect now than it did back then, but they said that their music was pop, and I'm just like, dude, their music is metal. What are you talking about? It's because their music was mainstream, which is like, that's a stupid argument.
Okay, let me ask you a question, because you're the music boy with the music thoughts.
Uh-huh.
What's a band that you never understood their success? Like they were really big, rarely acclaimed, and you were like, really? These guys? Mine's Oasis.
Okay, so I think the best way to answer that is looking back to when I was trying to adapt to modern rock, and it's kind of 2 bands back to back, and it was a bit of a frustrating transition, because when it came to adapting to modern rock, the thing that held me back was, ironically enough, the aggressive side of, that kind of stuff. Kind of like, if you remember Ace Ventura, there's that metal concert scene. I thought that's what people all listened to. It was just a bunch of loud noise. Slipknot was an example of that, and System of a Down was another. With System of a Down, they had this thing to just, like, randomly change their tempo, or they just had this random change in sound, and it drove me nuts. Like, why do people enjoy this? It's like they can't decide what kind of music there is, because it was an inconsistent frustration, but there was a lot more going on in which it wouldn't be until, like, years later that people would explain better. But that's basically the gist of that one. Suddenly I'm drawing a blank.
Well, I'm just like, and this question is not like you don't think they didn't deserve success. It was more just like the level of success. Where you're like, really? I mean, like Ramsey saying, it's one of those things where I'm kind of like, okay, I understand you being successful, but why are you regarded as one of the best? Like, I have that feeling towards, like I said, Oasis. Like, I'm kind of like, wow, you guys were really big, but yet nowadays, all I hear is people not, really... Missy says, Pink Floyd, my boyfriend was explaining how their lead singer left. The rest of the band had a weird phase where they didn't know what to do. So for a couple of their albums, they experimented. And they did some weird shit. Odie saying Taylor Swift. Like, I don't think these people don't deserve success. I don't think these people are untalented. It's just more of, wow, this is what the public decided to really latch onto kind of thing. Oh, god damn it. Hi, Brett.
I do sincerely apologize for the multiple. You know what? Hang on. Let me go ahead and just exit out of there because I think Discord has just become way too sensitive tonight. I hope this doesn't keep up. But to continue what I was
But
talking
yeah,
about.
what I was saying, like, just to give you, like, it's this is not a thing saying like these people are untalented. It's more just a general confusion of why did the public decide, oh, we're gonna lift you up to be one of the biggest of all time, kind of thing.
Yeah. But yeah, with System of a Down, because like I know there was talent in there, but I was also frustrated with their composition. So one of their big hits was BYOB, and what like a part of the song is when they're saying everybody's going to have a good time, and then all of a sudden a guy goes up, blast off, it's party time, and where the fuck are you? And it's like now I'm suddenly listening to a different song. I was enjoying the previous beat, now you suddenly changed it. I don't get it. Apparently their music was very political, and part of the random tempo changes was not so much as the mood, but somebody explained it best. It's like changing channels to know that there's like other political news going on. That's one metaphor to kind of explain it. There's also like a handful of like other examples from System of a Down. Slipknot I just could not get into because they were just incredibly loud and kind of gave off that vibe like I saw from that metal band in Ace Ventura, Cannibal Corpse.
Did it overstimulate your little ears?
Yeah, it did. I was just like, I could not get the hype behind that. I was very accustomed to listening to classic rock, where it's a lot more rhythmic and it has a bit of, not so much as a dance, but something that I could just jam along and just like enjoy listening to, even from like the older like metal band eras.
What, like Alice in Chains and stuff like that?
Well, Alice in Chains. The thing is, like, I didn't listen to much grunge at the time. I was accustomed to 70s and a little bit of the 80s at the time. With the 80s, when I thought of metal, I thought of just like hair metal. I didn't think about Metallica. I didn't think about
mock-up of hyperspace hoopla DA radio. You can send that, Duck. You can send that. Sorry, I was just double checking.
Wow, it looks like I upset Charlie.
Cannibal Corpse's art! I would say Owl City. The music is good. I like some of the tracks, but I don't see why everyone was listening to it and talking about it all the time. Super popular, and I never saw how it got there. Yeah, see, yeah, you get what the question goes to.
Yeah, somebody mentioned earlier Imagine Dragons. The funny thing is, I don't even think Imagine Dragons is rock music.
They put on a rock veneer.
Yeah.
Oh, I know mine. I know mine.
Uh-huh.
Coldplay.
The only song I know of Coldplay is Clocks. And that's because of the Peter Pan trailer.
Like, look, if you like Coldplay, more power to you. Not gonna yuck your yum. I just, like, besides living La Vida, you know, like, I never... They don't really seem to have, like, a unique trait about their music that makes them unequivocally Coldplay. If that makes sense?
I guess.
I'm a pop hater. I don't know how any pop artist is popular. I mean, some of them I can see. Bruno Mars, I think, like, his musicality and his usage of other eras is very good. A lot of pop artists are also performers, so I think a lot of their popularity also stems from, like, on-stage performance and music video performance. That's why I'm talking about bands, specifically, like, where, you know, you're not going to Coldplay to watch them dance. You're going to Coldplay to listen to them play instruments and sing.
Yeah, and as I'm also answering these, my thoughts on the bands that I mentioned have changed. Like, I've grown much more used to hearing much more aggressive sound of bands. There's a handful of songs from System of a Down I did enjoy listening to, like Chop Suey, which I think is one of their biggest hits next to BYOB, and what is it called? Aerials. Like, Aerials was one of the songs that I started to attach to because their music was much more consistent instead of the random tempo changes like BYOB had. But a similar thing can be said with Slipknot, with a handful of their older music. The aggression part was something that it would take a while to get used to. I can't say too much about Cannibal Corpse, not because of the impression that I had from Ace Ventura, but that's like only one scene, and I heard that the band just kind of like fell out of popularity because they were more on shock value. Kind of like with Slayer in the 80s when they had Raining Blood.
Okay, I'm gonna download this download this duck and see if I could play it on stream.
Oh god.
Okay, I'm gonna need to share my VLC, so give me 1 second.
Is that they're constantly played on rock stations. Yeah, that's the thing. That's like Ramsey said it best. And the funny thing is, even Imagine Dragons stated that they don't see themselves as a rock band. They just see themselves as just doing whatever music they choose to play.